Thankfully these days we can talk on videos and in full colour. I said full colour! That's better. As you may have guessed, today's watch is very old. We sometimes get emails asking what is the oldest watch in our collection, and this is it. This is a W. Payne Son watch from 1884, so the watch is 138 years old. Back in 1884, wristwatches, or wristlets as they were initially called, had not taken off yet. As we saw in episode 20, the idea didn't really take off until the First World War. It was during World War I that it became popular to wear a pocket watch, like this one, on the wrist, using a pocket watch wrist strap that held the watch. Back in 1884, this watch is a prime example of the type of watches available at the time. One of the main reasons we bought this watch was for the name, W. Payne Son. Whether they are our distant relations in any way, I don't know. Quite amazingly, Payne Son do actually still exist as a company, selling silver and jewellery, and continue to be run by the Payne family. We contacted them to ask about the watch. They informed us that whilst the watch was made in 1884, they have actually been going since 1889, and so W. Payne & Sons are their cousins. So let's take a closer look at the watch. The watch is quite large, measuring 50mm across and 60mm from the top of the crown to the base of the watch. Thickness-wise, it is approximately 30mm thick. The watch has an English solid silver case with the bezel and glass at the front of the watch popping off, whilst the back of the case has both a hinged opening case back and also an opening dust cover. Whilst the back of the case has a faint ornate pattern, inside both the case and the dust cover, the watch has a number of silver hallmarks. We will look at these hallmarks more closely in a short while. At the top of the watch is a gold winder that is also hallmarked, that also has a loop with a 25cm thick silver chain attached. Looking at the front of the watch, the glass is a replacement crystal that Dad fitted, as when we purchased the watch it had a tinted plastic one. The face of the watch is made of white enamel with no brand name or writing whatsoever on it. The face has a very clean look, with an outer track marking the minutes and large Roman numerals at each hour marker. At 6 o'clock position is a sub-dial showing the seconds that are marked in 10-second intervals, whilst the slender hands on the watch are the original finished in good metal blue. The watch is wound by turning the gold winder at the top of the watch. The time is set with a pin lever type adjuster. On top of the watch, in the right hand side, is a small notch. Pressing just the centre of this and turning the crown at the same time will adjust the time. Inside the watch is a 15-jewel Swiss pin set stem winding movement. The movement, which looks like brass, is ornately engraved with the words W. Payne Son S3240 Abingdon, Wallingford and Tunbridge Wells. We assume the S3240 is a serial number. The watch's movement would have been made in Switzerland and then sent to England, where it was fitted into the case. We are able to get a few more clues about the watch by looking at the silver hallmarks on the crown, case and dust cover. The lion is the standard mark at the time for sterling silver. The leopard's head means that the case was made in London. The letter I is a date letter showing that the case was made in 1884. There are also the initials WAH, which appear to be marks used in 1884. These relate to Hugh Gwent Hall and Company, aka Walter Augustus Hall, and that they were watch manufacturers and importers in Greek Street, Soho, London. So the watch may have initially been imported by them from Switzerland for W. Payne & Sons. The watch also bears a hint as to one of its former owners, as inside the case cover it is engraved A.H. Sylvester. It makes you wonder at what point during the watch's 138 years that A.H. owned it. So there you have it, the W. Payne & Son fob watch from 1884, and currently the oldest watch in our collection. I have to admit that I find this watch fascinating that it is so old and yet still working so well. You just have to think of all the things it has lived through and seen. And here it is sitting in my hand, having travelled through all those years. I love it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy these videos and would like to see more watches, please hit the like key and perhaps even subscribe. You can see more of our watches at www.modestwatches.com, and you can see my website at www.harveyp.com. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.